So I don't know if this happens to anyone else. Don't watch my messy room. I cry so easily. So yesterday I was hanging out with like my friend. He's a Leo. And we like similar music. He was playing like he's an emotional guy. So he played like Doja Cat, Bruno Mars, different ones. And we just like singing along. And then you guys know that song, I've been drinking more alcohol for the past 5 days. Did you check on me? Or did you look for whatever? You guys know the song by what's her name? I'll find out. The song is called People by Libyanka. So I remember the very first time I heard the song. And I feel like that happens to me a lot now. Like sometimes I hear songs. This I'm sure happens to everyone because it's part of like memory retention. First times, like when you've heard something the first time, and like especially if there's an emotion to it, like there that song People by Libyanka, ex my ex friend, I don't want to say her name, but we were close since like I was really young. I remember when I was sick, I came from the hospital and she used to be the one coming to play with me. So you know like when you have like long history with people and then you no longer talk to them, she posted a video on TikTok with the song. And I just started crying. Like I cry so easily because like I won't say I'm not forgiving because that's not the case. It's just like when people go out of their way to hurt me, like it just takes me a long time to get over stuff. That's it. But like I just remember like I started crying. Like the tears were coming. I was like, I don't like that song. Turn it off. And then he switched the song. And then I looked over and it's like he was crying too. I love emotional guys. Like it shows that you have there's something here. Okay? So that's fine. It's totally fine when men cry actually. I think it's great. But then like he switched the song and then right after that there's this song what's it called? Right after that, I said I don't like that song. Harry Styles, As It Was, came on. I remember when I was living with my brothers. My brother after me, he has. I feel like it's just a pride thing with people. And now that we've gone our separate ways, and like I could think about stuff. That's why it's so good to reflect and remember. There was one time he left his headphones downstairs, and he was playing the song, As It Was, basically trying to send a message to me that like we're not close like we used to be anymore and stuff because like when he had just come we would do stuff together, but life really just happens where like things are temporary. I know like people always think that like certain things are gonna last forever, but you really have to work towards it. That's like when people talk about marriage and love and it's like you don't even know what it is because you don't know what you're talking about, because like commitment, it's like a lot of sacrifice and like a lot of so many things, communication, especially when people can't communicate. It's like here you are talking about all these things and you're not even good at communication, so like how is it gonna last when you can't talk about stuff, you're ignorant, you act like a fool, you can't have a conversation, you're toxic, you think you're right. I'm just talking about my ex in my head, okay? Nobody else but men, like you know, like when you date men and they can't communicate and stuff, that's basically what I mean. But the point of the video is just like saying how I'm easy, like I cry easily, I feel things deeply. Even my friends, past friends, like I still have pictures of them on my phone and stuff, like because even though like I don't talk to people anymore, I would still remember the happy moments that we had together. Like and then go back to hating you in my head because you didn't love me how I loved you, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day it's cool. Even now I feel like I don't go out of my way to make friends anymore. Most of the people that I hang out with are guys. Like I really do like male company because like I could tell you stuff and you tell me back stuff, and it's like I'm heterosexual, so it just makes sense. Like strictly dickly. Okay? But that's not really why, because I would be hanging out with actual friends and not be thinking about that, but like my person, yeah. Women are weird. You know, like a lot of times you meet women, they just have like a jealous thing about them, and it's like, if you take the time to reflect on your life and love yourself and like see where you need to improve and like constantly be working towards growth and being a better person tomorrow than you were yesterday, you have nothing to be jealous of. I feel like my whole thing, the reason why I am as I am like I am, is because I grew up with mainly guys. I used to go bare places with my godfather, just be playing dominoes, the beach, the bush, like the woods, picking mangoes. I only have brothers, so it's like I didn't grow up with like around women to see like how they could be, jealous in that way. My mom never showed me that. Like I saw my mom like when she was going through stuff, but she was never a jealous person. Like I could never say that I see my mom like act in a certain way, like how you see women like sometimes just being jealous of you because you're prettier than them or the colorism thing or whatever it is. Didn't grow up seeing that, so it doesn't affect me anyway. If I see a woman and I feel like she's fine, like she looks good, if she talks and she's smart, I'll admire that. And I think most people do. Like, I don't know, to be honest. Like, I just sometimes I see jealousy, like how some women like tend to be like kind of jealous, but not all women are like that, to be honest. Like recently I've met some people, some women, and they're very comfortable with who they are and are very great. I like that. So it's not always, but for the women that are like, sometimes it just ruins a lot of things. But yeah, I really do always remember like the songs attached to people because of the emotions and or my feelings at the time. Like I remember I dated this guy where like he would play this song. I'm not gonna look for it. It was just like a song that he would play constantly. What was his name? I could say his name. Austin Augustin. He's blocked now because he had a baby on me. You know those ones? But I liked him a lot, and I liked him, and it was what it was when it was. You get me? Like, I'm not pressed about it because I can remember having fun with him. I can remember it being great and moving on and having better times with other people. It's when you stay at a place and you refuse to like move on from it, that's where it fucks you. You keep thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Don't be like Celine Dion, bitch. Like, move the fuck on. Seriously, that's the only advice I could give. Like, you could have those same great times with someone else if people took the time to love themselves and then got to know people the same way, like just loving them for who they are and like just having a good time. Me and a good time are like 5 and 6. Okay, me and outside nature, a good time, and nice thick 5 and 6, baby. One life, but y'all get it.